Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. My name is Teresa, and I am welcoming in my Scorpio friends and spirit for a reading for the month of November and Samhain season. I have already selected our decks, and I have prayed over them, cleansed the cards, and shuffled them. I've used my pendulum to verify that I had the correct cut on each of the decks, and I got an affirmative answer. And so I am about ready to show you your reading for the month. And I just wanted to take a moment first to thank any of you who are already subscribers to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being part of my community. I am trying to manifest and draw in my people. And so anything that you do within this community helps the algorithm and helps push these videos out to people that are interested in this type of content. Things like liking the videos, watching them to the end, commenting, and of course subscribing. If you are not yet a subscriber and are interested in this type of content, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Once I get to my first 100 subscribers, I'm going to celebrate by giving one of those subscribers a free tarot reading. So I hope it will be for you. I just need to know you're here. You just need to comment on one of my videos and subscribe to my channel. If your subscriptions are public, and then I'll be able to see that you're already in the community. But if your subscription list is private, then you'll need to comment on one of the videos so I know that you're here. All right, let's go ahead and dig into the reading. This is a wonderful time of year. Samhain is a time to rest and reflect and look back over the rest of the year, up until this point, and think about what you're ready to release and let go, and what you are going to hold on to, and what's going to carry you through the winter. This is just a magical time to turn inward and nest. And so I hope this reading will be beneficial to that end. So we'll go ahead and put the camera overhead so you can see the cards. Okay, here we are. These are the decks that we'll be using for your reading today. I'm going to be using the Tarot de Carlotydss for your tarot reading. We're going to do a Celtic cross reading with those. And then the oracles that I have here to go along with it. I've got the Shamanic healing oracle cards and the Urban Crow oracle. Right here, right next to it. And then here we have Wild Woman Rising. And as I've mentioned a few times recently, when I pull decks that say things about like the divine feminine or woman rising, I want you to bear in mind that these kind of archetypes are they're genderless, and so they can apply to men or all genders just as easily as to women. And then our final deck will be Into the Lonely Woods. This is kind of a depressing deck, and so I'm hoping that we'll get one of the sweet cards rather than, but you know, we'll get what Spirit wants to give you, but this can be a little bit on the sad side. But this time of year kind of lends to that kind of moody, sort of reflective idea. So let's move the oracles off to the side so that we have room for the Celtic cross reading. Okay. The foundational energy that you are going to be facing, Scorpio, for the month. This will kind of color, this will be mainly the main energy that you'll be dealing with for the month of November. And you get the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is a card of celebration. It's a card of getting together with your friends and celebrating good times and enjoying one another's company. It's a card of happiness and delight. And so with this being the month of November and a time of, in the Northern Hemisphere, we have a lot of Thanksgiving type celebrations. This seems like a natural fit. Okay, and let's see, what else do we get? We get this card. The next card will be your crossing energy, and the crossing energy can either amplify the energy of this one or it can hinder it. Let's see what happens. You get the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords has been popping up in a lot of readings lately, in a lot of the monthly readings for the other signs. The Knight of Swords is a knight that is energetic and fast moving. He's on a mission and he has messages and ideas that he needs to deliver. So this can be, you know, combining with this celebratory sort of energy, having the Knight of Swords being the covering or crossing card means that this could be like some fast moving. Your invitations to these kind of events might be, they might be coming in quickly. You know, it could be that there could be a lot of communication at these events. There could be a lot of kind of cutting sort of words too. So just Mercury goes retrograde on, let's see, I can't remember exactly what the date is, maybe November 8th. And so communication can be a bit of a problem. So with the Knight of Swords being a crossing card on this, I would just be careful about overreacting to any communications that you're receiving. The energy that you're coming from in your recent past is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a card of happiness and bliss, basically. It's funny that it's depicted here by vodka and fish and all of that. And this deck doesn't really have much of a good guidebook on here, you know. So anyway, it's a card of happiness and peace, family getting together, enjoying one another's company, and thinking about their dreams. So this is the energy that you're walking into the month with. So that's great. The energy that you're moving into in your immediate future is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles here is a good counterbalance to the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is very fast. He's moving, he's like charging off into the direction of the past, which oh gosh, that makes sense with Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde can bring up issues from the past. You may get communication from people who you used to know, former people, former lovers, or past relationships, that kind of thing. Those kind of communications do have a tendency to arrive during Mercury retrograde to give you one last opportunity to look over things. And it's like the universe, it's not even the universe, it's the people that are arriving with these messages saying, are you sure? And your answer should be yes. Looking to the past is not usually a great idea when it comes to that kind of thing. This night being in your future energy, this night is very slow moving, steady, methodical, and determined. This is a very kind and generous night. bringing in ideas and possibilities for, got a fly here. My houseplants have little flies in them, and I need to get some alcohol and rubbing alcohol and spray them down, but I haven't done it yet. Anyway, this night is barely, in this picture it's showing the night is moving. It also shows the horse as a unicorn, which is interesting. But the night is bringing in an idea, some opportunity that could lead to more money. But this night is most often depicted as not even moving. The horse is just standing there, because the knight is being very deliberate and thinking carefully about what they have. Do they have everything that they need? Checking their backpack, checking their map, making sure they've outlined a good plan of action. They are very slow and methodical. And so that's a good counterbalance to this faster moving knight. Okay, your conscious desire. This is your conscious desire or your goal or your destiny. And we get the Lover's card. So the Lover's card is, this is a beautiful card, and it can mean a love offer is coming in, but it can also just mean a partnership, some kind of a great partnership that is, this is a goal or your destiny, your conscious desire. You could be wanting to deepen a friendship, deepen some other relationship. It can be a new love, or it can be with your current spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend. It can be any or all, really. I mean, you could be just wanting to really focus in on your relationships this month. But in any event, this is just any kind of a close relationship. It can't even be like a business relationship. And the unconscious desire, or what you don't see coming, that card is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card of happiness and bliss. This is the future Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, I probably better put a little washi tape on her. Anyway, the Queen of Pentacles just has everything. She's amassed a great deal of wealth and prosperity over the course of a long period of time. And the same with the Nine of Pentacles. She has amassed a great deal of wealth and prosperity. She has a beautiful garden that she loves to spend time in. She has everything that she needs and almost everything that she wants. She's got her plants and her pets, and she it's really a card of abundance. It's one of my favorite cards in the tarot. So that is a great thing to not see coming, but have in your cards. The card that represents the energy, your energy, Scorpio, is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a card of knowing. This is a card of deep intuition. You have the direct influence of the divine. You see she's standing in between these two pillars, but there's nothing above her head to interrupt her connection to spirit. She's psychic, she's intuitive, she does like to spend some time alone so that she can be in this meditative state, but she is very, very, very much a manifester, and she's very in tune with her higher power. That's a great energy for you to be carrying this month. And then let me see here. The next, I'm grabbing the wrong cards. The next card is the card that represents the energy around you, and that is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, this is a natural energy for that to be surrounding you because a couple of reasons. I've done a lot of these readings recently, and all the Four of Swords is showing up everywhere. And so it's that influence with everybody else. It's going to be in your surrounding energy. Also, it's November. It's time to rest. And it's, this is the natural time of the year in the wheel of the year to rest and reflect and recover and take a retreat. All of those things, those words that start with RE that are beneficial. This is a time for rest, and if people don't rest and do it willingly, then Spirit will give them the opportunity that they have to take the rest, and they usually would not like that option versus, just taking the time to get more sleep and better sleep. So you people around you that you might want to be celebrating with here in this first card, they might be wanting to turn in early. They might not want to have as many plans as maybe you want to have, but it's because of this. The card that represents your hopes and fears is the Knight of Cups. So you get 3 nights in a row. These are 3 nights all together. And so they're all they're all on a mission. They all have differing plans and missions. And in this particular, the way this is set up here, this knight is charging off into the past. And so I have a feeling he has a lot to do with the Mercury retrograde. This knight is barely moving at all. Just trying to give a sense of stability to the whole situation. And then this knight right here is all about love. He's bringing in a love offer. He's got love on his mind. He's emotional. He's romantic, and he's looking back over this whole spread here. He might be looking kind of off at this lovers thing. So this lovers card. So you definitely have love coming into your reading this month. So that is something for you to take advantage of and make the most of. The final outcome for the month is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a beautiful queen. She might be the person who's coming into your life. She could be you. She is, or the values that she embodies could be the way your month just sort of shapes up. She values, she's confident, she's beautiful, she's intelligent and witty, she's funny and very passionate. She's charismatic and bold, and she wants action. She wants things to get done, and she will do them herself if she must, and she doesn't mind figuring it out as she goes. She knows what she wants, and she's confident in her ability to achieve it. So that is a great tarot reading for you for the month, Scorpio. Let's have a look at your oracle cards now. For the Urban Crow Oracle from MJ Cullinan, the card that you receive is Freedom. So freedom, that is great. I mean, when it comes to this sort of abundance that we're seeing here, that does have a tendency to bring in freedom. And then the High Priestess, she, same with Queen of Wands, they both value their freedom very much. So let's have a look at this card's definition and see if there's anything else that we need to know here. It brings the message that you do not need to stay where you are. You can change your position. You can rise up and see the world from a different point of view. You have the wings. All you need is the desire and the self-confidence to fly. Freedom brings movement, flexibility, and the ability to expand your horizons. Whether it is freedom to travel, freedom to make the decisions at work, or freedom to splurge on your favorite meal, when this card appears, you may need to ask yourself some questions. In which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? What is your definition of freedom? And I think with these 3 knights, they're saying, you know, you can go any direction you choose. You have that ability to choose that with your freedom. Okay, the Shamanic Healing Oracle that we get here, this is by Michelle Carlotydss. The message we get here is retreat. So this goes very well with this 4 of Swords. Let's see what it says here. Retreat. This is a number 40 card. Retreat. This is a good time to retreat into your safe place. I mean, that's what we've been saying about Samhain, you know. This is in the month of November. This is the perfect time for retreat. A quiet time to gather your resources for what's to come. Work on making your body, mind, and soul as strong and unencumbered as possible. This is the card that urges you to get your ducks in a row for the changes that lay ahead. Changes sometimes come fast and furious. Even when they are longed for, it can take us unprepared. By drawing this card, you're advised to prepare for some changes coming your way soon. Alternately, take this time to process the changes that you've recently gone through. So, very good. I approve this message, man. I love a good retreat. So, I hope that appeals to you too. For the Wild Woman Rising Oracle that we get here, that is by Angie Solons, the card that you receive is Believe in the Impossible. That is beautiful. She's got, even has some fall leaves here. Believe in the Impossible. And this is a number 36 card. And the message on this one is, hummingbirds are flying jewels capable of outrageous winged feats. These aerodynamic wonders defy the odds of flight. The tiny powerhouses of possibility appear before you right now to remind you that impossible things happen every day. Don't forget that there are things in your life right now that you previously thought were impossible. You are living a variety of circumstances right now that not too long ago were a dream, a goal, or an ambition. You are growing into your next miracle this very minute. Let yourself believe it. When we loosen reality's tight constraints on possibility, our life expands with potential, and Wild Woman rises. Love that message. That's great. Okay, our final card. Fingers crossed, it's nice. This one says, your inner light will guide you. Okay, well, I like that. Let's see what this card has to say. 15. It's number 15 card. Your inner light will guide you. You light your own torch now and use this inner light to guide you on the path. Your inner light will illuminate the stormy ground, the loose rocks, the thorns and ditches along the way. Keep your inner light burning bright and trust the story unfolding beneath your feet. No one else can light the way. It is the light in your heart that will give you the greatest guidance when all about you falls into darkness. You may feel utterly alone at present, but know that others can see your light and the way you are showing. The torch that you bear becomes the light that inspires others to step out of the crowd and follow the radiance of their soul. You are a way shower. Very nice. That is our message for the month of November. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. If you did, please give it a thumbs up on your way out, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you again, and have a magical November.